Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be going over Plusle, Minun, and Pachirisu to see how well they can possibly perform in the Tempest Cups. So I did use Plusle yesterday in my PvP in the field, performing up against other Tempest Pokemon, and it works great. Just got to look out for those ground types because you will get extremely walled. There's literally nothing you can do, even if you're discharging like a madman. All right, they're actually really good though otherwise. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that. Then afterwards, we're going to look at the new boxes. I don't want to put that first because those are going to just be irrelevant soon because they might vanish away. But the Tempest Cup is going to be here all of March. So let's go ahead and discuss those Pokemon and see what they have going on. And I am accompanied by Sir Weedle. Alright, so we have all three other stats pulled up here. Now there's a definite and obvious answer as to which one you're going to definitely want to use, and most of you probably already know that. I'm just going to say it's going to be Plusle. So that is going to have a max CP of 1778, attack 176, defense 129, and stamina 155. Now Pachirisu is sitting at 1213, so it doesn't even get up to 1500 CP, and its attack is much lower than Plusle as well as Minun. But on the plus side, I guess you could say, it has higher defense at 172 and then stamina at 155, the same as the Plusle as well as the Minun. Now for the Minun, it is going to be maxing out at 1694, attack 147, defense 150, and stamina 155. So its attack isn't horrible. It's a little bit behind the Plusle, but it does have higher defense, but not that much. Out of all three of these, which one do you think you would want to choose? Well, you're definitely going to want to go with the Plusle, but you could even run the Plusle and Minun. Who knows? Or if you're brave enough, you can go with the Pachi. That's going to be like a Dustox situation. Me and my Dustox, and I didn't even bring it to the second tournament. So if you want to use it, hey, go for it. Defense is high. It's a cute Pokemon, but the risk is yours. Plusle is where you want to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at Plusle's moves, because that's going to be very important as to what you pick as well. For the quick moves, we have Spark and Quick Attack. Spark all the way, no matter what, and that is that, okay? And now for the charge moves, we have Thunderbolt, Discharge, and then Swift. Discharge is what you're going to want to pick. Very low energy. Spark is going to be gaining the energy fairly quick to get it off. If you watched my video last time, or if you personally use it, you know this from experience. And it's a little tanky thing. It can take hits to some degree, surprisingly. And if you go up against say another electric type, I guess you can purchase a secondary move. That's up to you. Not highly recommended. You might as well just continue to discharge because it'll deal a decent amount of damage anyways. So take note of that. So there you have Plusle's moves. Go ahead and take a look at Minun's. Let's move over here and then go to moves and move down. We have Spark and Quick Attack, same thing, and everything's the same. So you could run the same set, pretty much Discharge and Spark, and that's giving you I mean, you could think about it, really think about it. Minun is not too far behind the Plusle, and that's giving you two of them on your team. So yeah, I mean, it could work in your favor, or it can be really bad. Depends on what they have on their team. If they're not running too many ground type Pokemon, then you should be all right, but not recommended. Just a little bit of food for thought. Let's go ahead and check out the Pachi, and here we have it. And obviously they're all going to be pure electric types, just weak to ground. Okay, and so this one has Spark and Volt Switch. Which one do you want to go with in PvP? Definitely Spark. Okay, Volt Switch is good for a gym defender, but not for attacking raids or attacking gyms or PvP for that matter. Down to the charge moves, all electric. You're going to have Thunder, Thunderbolt, and then Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is what you're going to want to run for PvP, just because of the energy gain is so low, and you'll be able to continuously get them off, okay? And for a secondary move, if you wanted one of those, if you wanted to purchase one, say you had a Lucky or 100 or something like that, and you're like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to buy a secondary move, Thunderbolt, just for a little bit more power there. Or you can go Thunder if you're in a situation where you're able to just continuously charge and just get off a massive hit there. Thunder would do the job there, but Thunderbolt will be charging with literally half the energy that Thunder has. And then you have Thunder Punch sitting with a lot lower energy. So that's going to be number one, Thunder Punch, Thunderbolt, and then Thunder finally if you so choose to. So there you have their stats. All right, so here we have their weaknesses and resistances. Of course, they're all going to be pure electric types, and they're going to be weak to ground, resisting electric themselves, flying, and steel. So when you see steel and flying type, And Tempest, what do you think of which Pokemon? That's going to be Skarmory. It dominated in the Boulder Cup, and it's going to do pretty good in the Tempest as well, although it has a lot more hazards to look out for, especially like Charizard. So Plusle and Minun and even Pachirisu, if you so choose to use that, will do fantastic going up against Skarmory, because Skarmory only has Steel and Flying type moves. Everything it's going to be doing to that Plusle possibly, it's going to be resisted, while you will be dealing super effective damage. Granted, you do have Spark and say Discharge is what you want to do. And if you're thinking, well, should I even purchase secondary move? You don't need to. Save your Stardust. That's all you need. Spark and Discharge on your Plusle, you're good to go. And that's just it right there. So it's looking pretty nice. You do also have to worry about going up against a Abomasnow. Possibly even I wouldn't say a Trophius really, because it's still going to be hurting it quite a bit. Trophius kills everything. So you have to look out for that no matter what. But the grass types, dual typing there, you have to look out for, because grass does resist electric types. So that is something to take note of. So these Pokemon are looking great, and there you have it for them. All right, now before we take a look at those boxes, let's go ahead and look at my Plusle, Minun, and Pachis to see what I have going on here. So I have a 1429 shiny, shaking his little tail over there. Okay, all right, it's decent. Attack, wow. Okay, so its attack is maxed out, but apparently you want a lower attack, right? So I mean, whatever, it's all good, because we don't need to worry about that, because I have 100. So I'm almost tempted to just power it up to about 1500 right now, and then I do have another 100 right there. Wouldn't it be nice if I had 100 shiny? That'd be great. I did transfer a whole lot of those shinies when they first came out, because I just had too many. Everybody had them, and so I was never going to trade them. So I just got rid of some of them. And then we have the Minun here, shaking his tail over there too. Okay. All right, guys. A little feisty. And then we have the Pachis. Now today, oh my gosh, I don't know what's happening, but about 2 weeks ago, we had just a flood of them. Let's go ahead and go to recent. And then today, we had a flood of them again. So I was grinding pretty hard. Right? I wasn't in seek of them. I go plus a ton of these, about half. So, yep, looking pretty good. I think the best one is going to be this one, a 984 CP at 14, 15, 11. Looking nice, real nice. All right, so those are the recents there. And let's go to number. So yeah, if you do want to run one of these in the Tempest Cups, it's going to be Plusle, period. All right, Spark and Discharge, that's what it's going to look like. Simple as that. So there you have them, and I will be doing some more PvP practice rounds with it, just so you can see how well it performs in other situations. Although yesterday's session was pretty thorough, but you can never get enough practice in and or visual to see how well it can perform in many different situations. So let's go ahead and take a look at those boxes, because they're looking quite nice personally, I think. Alright, so these are going to be newer from the ones that were just previously in the shop. They were just switched out here. So we did have this adventure box that's been sitting over here for $15.80. No thank you. I mean, I guess it's worth it. I mean, you get 11 super incubators, 7 incense, 8 star pieces. I mean, the star pieces are pretty good. Then you have those 5 regular incubators just kind of thrown in there. I don't know. That's why I don't really want it. I rather had just purchased the previous box, but now we have this monstrous thing. I think this is a steal, really. So the box itself cost $14.80, so basically $15. Each raid pass costs $1. So if you look at 15 raid passes, that's more than the box cost. And then you have 6 super incubators, 200 Poké coins a pop for a super incubator, right? And you can see that in the shop. So that's a pretty good deal right there. Then you have 7 incense to help get your Stardust up, you know, with those star pieces on the side. I personally run incense with star pieces when I go out to grind, so that would be a nice combination right there. So this box is looking fantastic. That's why I did purchase 2. So if you're thinking about it, should you get it? Is it worth it? Absolutely, especially if you're raiding. I mean, go for it. If you're going to buy 15 passes, you might as well just buy this box and get the added bonuses right there for sure. So nice job, Niantic. I really like that box, 15 passes. That is more like it. Let's go with that. And then for the great box, you have 6 premium passes, 2 super incubators, 4 star pieces, and then 3 lucky eggs. You do what you got to do over there. for that. And then you have this one if you're on a budget, you're not trying to actually spend money, and you just get your coins from gyms, and you're not trying to wait a long time to purchase one of these, and you want a few passes and maybe even a couple star pieces. This one is going for about $5. The premium passes are sitting at $4, and then the star pieces plus the random incubator in there, it evens out. It's pretty good. So if I were you, I would save up for this one though, at least. And if you really wanted to save up even longer, I would go for this one because it's just that good. So there you have the boxes. Pretty good. Sorry I didn't break the numbers down, just giving you my personal thoughts on them. Yes, this one is absolutely worth it. 15 raid passes. Let's go. I'm going to be stocked up on passes, and it's just going to be like before. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and take a look at my items here. Use some of my TMs, getting ready to go and duo the Dragonite tomorrow. So that should be great. Use some on Weavile and a couple on some Mamoswine as well. So they had the correct movesets. And I even evolved another Mamoswine, powered it up, just did that off camera. I was even thinking about using another Sinnoh Stone on a Sneasel so I can get another Weavile because I have a pretty high leveled up one already. So sitting at 186 passes, I know a lot of people are having problems with just too many passes because they're buying these sale boxes, but they're not rating enough, and then they're having to contact Niantic to have them removed from their inventory, which to me just seems crazy, right? But I guess if you're just stacked up, you don't have the time and you can't get more items because you're just so full with them, you just don't know what to do. I don't understand why you can't toss them though. I mean, we paid for them. Are they afraid somebody's going to go in there and toss all your premium passes that you paid for? I mean, charge TMs, rare candies, you could toss those. I mean, shoot. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, if you're watching Niantic, you should add a throwaway button. It'll probably save you a lot of time responding to emails of people needing you to remove them from their inventory because they're just not spending them fast enough. Now, if we go down here, looking quite nice on my Sinnoh Stones. Did use one earlier. I evolved a, was it Electivire? Because I had a task that called for use an item to evolve, and I was like, oh, this one's a higher CP, plus it's good IVs, so I'll just use the Sinnoh Stone. So the Sinnoh Stones are coming in nice. We're looking fantastic. Anyways, thank you for watching, trainers. Hope you enjoyed this little video here, just talking about your electric options, and that's not all of them. I just wanted to go over that little kind of squirrel family of electric types that is going to be eligible for the Tempest Cup. So thank you for watching, trainers. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I will be catching you all on my next video. Take care.